Alright guys, today I'm going to show you my Dermestid Beetle setup. I got this cooler for free from a meat shop actually that sold bison meat, and it went out on them over the weekend, and I picked it up and I got a deer head in there now. My beetles aren't that hungry, they just got done with 4 back to back, and I'm still growing my colony. I roughly have about 1,300 beetles in here. Pretty simple to do, usually pretty cheap. I think I have under $150 into everything. And this is a pretty big cooler for beetles, but it was just the only free one I could find. But yeah, I'll take you over how I set mine up, and pretty similar to about how everybody else sets theirs up. Starting off with the control panels here. I have the Inkbird, both of them are Inkbirds, but this one is a temperature. I have it set at 78, right now it's 75 in there. And all sorts of settings on these. I have it set to where when it's 5 degrees off, it'll kick in. So, you know, it gets down to 73 degrees. That'll kick in. My plug-in outlet socket is what this is called, and that's what I use for my heat. And you can see here, there's a heating and a cooling, and I obviously want the heating. The cooling would be something for if you're doing like a home brewery or something, you could cool this. I have the plug-in socket plugged into the heating, which then I have ran into here, and that would be this part here, which then I have just a heat bulb plugged in, a no light heat bulb. My temperature sensor is right here. That just runs back to this Inkbird again here, and that's all in here. And then this one is for the humidity. I have my humidity set at 46. It's currently at about 41 right now. With the beetles, you want to keep it under 50. You don't want to get above, especially any higher than that, 'cause you can start getting mold in all your bedding, and even your deer heads will mold quicker. But you do have to keep the meat on the deer head moist. This one is pretty dry. I'll probably leave it in here for another day or two. Then I'll take it out and soak it in a bucket of water for a good day, and then put it back in. But here's the humidity sensor. That's what senses the moisture in here and relays it back. Now when the humidity gets too high, I have it hooked up to this little control box here. This is just my fan speed, to this little computer fan. And that blows the air out. So blowing the moisture out, the humid air. So then if you have that, you're gonna need somewhere for air to come in, obviously. And then on the other side here, I just have these little breather holes. And you're gonna wanna make sure you have wire mesh over everything so no bugs can get in. Do it on both sides. I have it back here too. And I have it liquid glued around the seam so nothing can get in. It's really important. You don't want any bugs getting in with your beetles, mites, flies, start laying eggs and maggots. And that could wipe out your whole colony. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the basics. You want to keep it between 70 and 85 degrees. They say once you can get over 80 degrees, the beetles can start flying. So if it does get warmer, you want to make sure you have something with a lid, which you want to anyways for other bugs. But yeah, that is the basics.